We're going to take 3 seconds, probably less, to go into a complete global shift. I'm going to prove to you that what I'm about to show you is real, can happen, but only if you participate. Are you ready to go into the 3-second positive global shift? Let's do it. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an amazing life. Don't you love where you have this little ritual and a cup of coffee? It could be tea for you and you get so excited. I'm going to show you in 3 seconds how we can change the world. You know, this is magical. Simple things in life, right? Are you ready to do this? I'm going to prove to you why we can actually go into a total positive global change in 3 seconds. Why 3 seconds? I'm going to tell you in a minute about the 3 seconds. You are the quantum field. You are creating through the quantum field. Not you individually, you as part of the quantum field expressing itself in seemingly individual beings. None of us is individual. We are all accessing and part of the one power that exists. Everything that you see is an individual expression of that to experience contrast. We have created separation and lower density here. We've created evil and anger and fear and all the things that reside in the lower densities, the lower frequencies. All of that can change in 3 seconds by doing one thing. If you've seen my 3 seconds to manifest anything, I teach you all kinds of ways to create an amazing new world, and my students give me 5 stars for that because I show them a simple way to access their own powers, and you can do that today, right now. We want to change the world, don't we, to a higher place? Well, maybe you don't. That's okay. You probably wouldn't be on my channel. But how do you personally do it? Because even if the rest of the world doesn't, what I'm about to show you, if you do this, will change your reality, and you will start to see big changes, and you won't know why, because you're thinking, I'm just doing this. But because you're part of the collective and there is no separation, you will actually affect not only your reality, but everything that happens to and for you, because you're creating it. In 3 seconds, what I would ask you to do if you want to participate in this exercise, because everything's a choice, not to be judged, is to take any thought and any action or any feeling. I always get in touch with my feelings to see where my frequency is. And within 3 seconds, shift it into the most positive thought that you can pull in about what's going on out there. And when you do that, you actually shift into the higher frequency of the reality and start to create that reality of a positive global existence. If everybody did this and they were only focused on the positive shift of their thoughts of unity and love and healing, the entire world would shift. Why? You would never be speaking a nasty word. If your focus was, when you have a negative thought, within 3 seconds, going over to that positive one, and everyone did that, this would be the most amazing place. There would be no thoughts of negativity, no actions, no separation, no anger, no fear, because your thoughts would be 100% focused on what I'm going to show you. I'm going to time, you know I always have to time this. All right, 3 seconds. We're going to go into the stopwatch. Okay, I'm not going to say the political party, but I mean either one. Whatever political party you are, if I'm sure you think yours is right and the other one's wrong, separation, it's negativity, solves no problems. It's what we've been doing for centuries. This is what I'm talking about. Or people who want to wear this and the people who don't. Do you really think that that's what the world is based on? No, it's based on your reaction to everything of separation. It's not about the subject matter. It's about if you are choosing sides. There are no sides. Because that other person is testing you to see how you're going to behave. If you're going to collaborate with the world, you're not always going to get your way as an individual. But when you release it, you start to receive things that are way better than what you ever wanted. Unity, people working together, health, love, and a peace of mind. Abundance flows because no one's fearful anymore or hoarding anything. And when you switch over to that space, you are connecting to it in the quantum field with others who are connecting to it. And all of a sudden, the reality shifts for you into that space because it only exists with your focus. And if your focus is on anything other than that, then you are entangled with chaos. Seemingly chaos, there is none. Everything's actually perfectly organized. But you're organizing chaos of anger, hatred, separation. Separation's the furthest away from the one. The one. You can't be separate in the one, all right? So, when you wake up in the morning and all day long, if there is any thought of separation, and I keep saying separation because separation is blaming somebody else, arguing with somebody else. Somebody got angry because I told them to go to AA because it was the best possible thing for them right now to get healed. And they got angry. They wanted me to agree with them. So if somebody doesn't say what you want, are you getting angry? You don't get your way? What is that doing for you and for them? It serves no good purpose. So can we do away with that? Because what's going to happen for you is you're going to go into this high-level miracle space, the miracle frequency, I'll call that. Miracle frequency is when you just let go. You don't have to be right. You don't have to know the answers. You just have nothing but unconditional love for everybody and compassion. And when you see that person who's angry or spewing garbage or burning buildings or whatever we do out there, hurting one another, you have compassion for them because you know that they are in fear and density working through their own evolution. And then you will be the catalyst to help whenever it's possible. We don't want to tell people what to do, and then that's conflict and separation. But we want to be there for one another when that is just a possibility, let's put it that way. And it will be a possibility for many people. You can be the catalyst for positive change. So first thing in the morning. So when you get up and then you put on the news. Here we go. You get up and you put on the news. Boom. My future is what I choose. 3 seconds. All right. My future is what I choose. Okay, we're going to reset. You get up and you see all kinds of crazy stuff might be going on out there, or a global challenge, and you get a negative thought that this is an effed up planet, which it is because we're doing it, not because the planet is. All right, you see it and you go, I'm sending light and love and healing. 2.8 seconds. So instead of judging it, you send the healing. Instead of being angry, you send the compassion. So you have a negative thought. I am choosing to send them blessings. You don't have to judge the situation. So this is the other thing. You think you have to take a stance on anything. I am sending them blessings. You don't have to understand why people get sick or understand why somebody died, because it's their own journey. So we have to stop the judgment if we want to go into that space of the new earth and healing. So within 3 seconds, if you continually do this all day and you see only the non-judgment, sending blessings, sending compassion, and seeing it differently, and you make that statement, you will no longer go into the space of anger, judgment, fear. In 3 seconds, if you do that, you are now shifting the entire universe and beyond. Because we are just one thing. You're shifting it. Why? Because you're that important. And if we're one thing, your thought is that important. You will affect everybody else. And if everybody that does this will now shift the entire planet, and instead of arguing with one another, makes a statement and changes this, those words and thoughts will no longer come out that are negative, because now I'm choosing a higher thought within 3 seconds. So I'm not arguing with anybody. I'm just always taking anything negative, anything of separation, I switch it over in 3 seconds to that positive thought. No statement is necessary here. I send my blessings. That's it. The 3 seconds is the time I give you, which is really down to 1 second, and eventually not doing it at all, because you'll never have the negative thought in the first place. I give you 3 seconds to recognize that there's a negative thought or separation, and that you can switch it within the 3 seconds. You don't have to say something in 3 seconds. You're switching within the 3 seconds. Oops, caught myself. That is not an evil person. That is a test for me to become loving and compassionate and know that our planet must change, and I can be the positive catalyst for that. This entire planet will change, and right now, we're not passing the test, my friend. Why? Because everybody's still arguing. There's still them, they're the problem. Them, they're a problem. They're not the problem. Pointing the finger is the problem. That's the test. And there's going to be more of it. What are you going to do with it? You can choose the higher thought in 3 seconds, and the quantum field will change. It has to. That's science. And whatever we focus on and observe, we're creating it. What existence are you creating on this planet with your thought? Because it does affect me. Now, I can choose my own different reality and focus on something completely different. But I am you. And so your thoughts and your arguments and separation affect me. I feel it. We all feel each other's pain going on right now. There's a lot of anxiety out there. We're feeling the fear from our other selves. There's no separation. You can't. I'm sorry. You can't isolate yourself. It's impossible. Wouldn't you like to be the catalyst for the most amazing change that could happen on this planet right now? No one's going to come down and help us. They're fearful of us because we can't even get along with each other right now. This is the major test. Right now is the major test. That 3 seconds can change the planet. If you don't think so, well, you can go on your day and feel like crap and be afraid and blame everybody and think that everything you think is right. That's the ego. And the thing is, you wouldn't be wrong in that. You'd be right for you in your journey. And whatever you think is truth for you, but it doesn't have to be for everybody. Let us respect that and know that we must just be our own amazing selves and stop worrying about what the other guy's doing or other girl's doing. And say, well, how can I be the amazing positive thought that is manifesting that? In 3 seconds, I got to shift it, shift it, shift it. 3 seconds all day long. You shift into the higher thought of this planet. The planet is healing. I see amazing things coming from this. May we find love within this challenge instead of hatred and separation. I know we're capable of greater things, and I'm going to choose those greater thoughts. Our planet is amazing and beautiful. May I be a catalyst to make that apparent to all of us. May I be the amazing, beautiful energy field residing on this perfect planet. May I be guided to be the positive influence in this challenging place. I send my blessings to that person who's arguing and angry. I send blessings, not because I look down on that person, but because I know anger comes from a place of fear. And I don't wish fear on anyone. Can you go into that space? In 3 seconds, you can change this planet. In 3 seconds. If you don't think so, well, you can do it. And even if you do it and you don't think so, you're going to see some things change. Because your words are powerful and you're going to feel it. When you say it, it's going to feel real good and you're going to think, okay. But those thoughts, if you continue those thoughts, then that's not going to work. I'm asking you in 3 seconds to change that negative thought over to the positive one about the planet, about the virus, about the powers in control, about the arguing neighbors, about all of it. And so don't even watch it, don't look at it, because you're creating it. You're creating your world. So why would you watch another reality that you don't want to participate in? You have 3 seconds. Please subscribe to my channel. Come on over and take one of my courses. Manifest Anything is in the description. That's landriaonkka.com. And landriaonkka.net is tools to change your life, learning to use technology to either get a new career or create an online business or create a store or improve a current business. It's an education platform. Let's go get skills, let's get knowledge, let's use it in the most positive ways. I'm going to give you tons of tools. Come on over. Amazing communities, amazing communities. We're pulling together. Like attracts like. It doesn't attract like. We're just choosing to be. Amazing. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Subscribe and share these videos. Let's raise the frequency of the planet, one light being at a time. Namaste.